What's up guys, Chris here again with another Blue Exorcist manga chapter review, as I do at every single month. Although, before I get into this video, I just want to say one quick thing. Apparently, Blue Exorcist is going to be going on a pretty big break, or hiatus, until May 2022. So we're going to have to wait like about 10 months before we can get another chapter of Blue Exorcist. I mean, according to Viz and the Shonen Jump app, apparently there is going to be another chapter on August 3rd. This might be a mistake. If not, then I'll see you for another review next month. But for now, not entirely sure. We got chapter 132. 133 might actually be next month according to the app. But if not, then Blue Exorcist will have to wait about a year until I do another review. If anything, after this, it'll give me time to come up with potentially other Blue Exorcist videos, and maybe I'll review another monthly series while Blue Exorcist is on break. I'll get into the potential videos that I could do at the end, but for now, let's just get started. But real quick, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for updates on future videos. It really does help, and it really does help with the algorithm. This way, YouTube can continue to recommend my videos to more people and give the channel a bit more widespread variety. Also, just really quick, I'd like to thank everyone for getting me up to 600 subscribers at the point of me recording this video. Just 400 more, and we can reach 1,000. I am fairly confident that we will be able to make it this far, and I am really happy that everyone subscribed to this channel has been watching the videos I've been pumping out and supporting me as much as they possibly can. Also, if you really want to help support the channel even more, go check out my Patreon, link in the description below. I have a multitude of tiers that have some pretty nice rewards for a small channel as of myself. Primarily stuff like Discord, special Discord servers, and channels that unlock with particular tiers. Whether it be recommending anime or manga to me so I can make particular review videos, or participating in whatever polls I decide to do to help with the makings of future videos. I also have a coffee for like a little bit of a tip thing, so to help get other particular videos, potentially even bigger videos, out a lot quicker, as I do have people helping me edit these videos, and I do want to pay them through commission. They do a good job. They really help this channel out. I don't think I would have reached the numbers I have at this point without any of their help. So I would really like to pay back their kindness. But with all that said, let's get straight into the video. Last month, the chapter was basically everyone getting ready to take on Satan and his army, and getting more insight into Shami's training and her fight against a Maimon, so that she can tame him and be able to use him as a contracted demon to an extent, since the demon Shamihaza and a Maimon basically had like a pact in the ancient past. So Shami had to subdue a Maimon and basically make him submit to her. And by the end of the chapter, it did, but we also got a glimpse into a potentially tragic past that Shami has had to suppress. So that's something that could come to fruition somewhere down the road in the future. But for now, that's essentially it for last chapter. And now we head on to chapter 132 of One Cloth, titled Eruption. And first, let me just do a shout out for this awesome color spread. Kazuo Kato, you are amazing artist. You are an amazing artist, and I love the coloring of all these different demons. We got Satan, we got the King of Roth, Astaroth. We got all the demon kings, their titles and their names. We got Lucifer, Aegon, and Iblis. I am liking these designs, and now that I see them in color, they look even cooler. So thank you. I really like this. So we start the chapter off where the last chapter essentially ended, with Shamihaza unleashing one giant ass barrier, which essentially started destroying all the demons that touched it. Lightning explains that this barrier is called, let me hope I pronounce this correct, Empiera, and it destroys any living thing that it touches. But they're wearing special demon armor thanks to Shamihaza and the blessings of the familiar demons that she is using, and is keeping all the exorcists from getting eradicated by her own attacks. And now they begin their assault on Satan's army. The giant rock golem strikes down at the exorcists, but surprisingly, they're all okay. Apparently, the armor is essentially incredibly strong, and, well, it basically kept them from getting killed from a giant molten spear. They're virtually invulnerable for a bit. Iblis is confused about this and how these Nephilim, these little light demons, managed to use such divine protection. We then come back to Lucifer, who is being given a piece of that immortality serum, which, for all we know, is not the complete one. I believe the complete one, the only complete one, was given to Satan. But this immortality elixir is being given to Lucifer, potentially so he can get back into the fight. He then begins to explain to his lackeys that they are drawing upon the crystallization of Shemihaza, the Emperor of Creation. But it's no more than borrowed power, as we do get flashes of Shemihaza generating a plant in the center, while she has her guards protecting her. And again, with this one quick panel in this one page, it's fairly possible that this is Shiemi. I keep saying that this is Shiemi. This is definitely Shiemi, as there is more evidence later on in the chapter that will support this theory. And it's more or less fact now, because in the training that we got for Shiemi, she was trying to grow a tree with her powers, and now she is growing a tree, and she's looking a little exhausted. But moving on, Lucifer claims that this protection spell won't last very long, as this is also confirmed by Mephisto, as he says that this is going to last about 1 whole hour, and he announces to all the exorcists about the time limit, telling them they better get results by then. As then we get Beelzebub, the king of insects, going up to Mephisto. As Mephisto actually confirms that Beelzebub has actually managed to stay neutral throughout all these years, and is wondering what actually swayed him. And pretty nonchalantly, Beelzebub just says that doing this is pretty annoying. But if he doesn't get involved in the battle against Lucifer, and Lucifer wins, things will be an even bigger pain in the ass for him. So I kind of figured a lot of people will probably be like, okay, it'll be a pain if I stay neutral, but it'll be even less of a pain if I get involved and manage to make sure that this other side does not win. Anything that results in me being less annoyed. I'm kind of liking Beelzebub's whole mentality. And I love how the whole time freaking Mephisto is literally fawning over him, saying how adorable he is. As just Beelzebub just says, "Of course I am." He then tells Beelzebub just to get him with his cuteness, and he's like, "If I have to." And then Beelzebub announces to all of the insect demons that all kin of Earth shall not join Satan's army by his decree as the king of insects. And if they ever do, he will forever shun them. Mephisto states the same thing with his true name Samael, king of time, but he's saying how unfortunate it is that there are no kin of time here, so that is kind of hilarious. And then all of a sudden, a Maimon crashes into the battlefield, as Mephisto says, "Shemihaza finally summoned you?" Showing that he isn't very pleased about it. Maimon then declares that all kin of Earth can do as they want if they want to join the other side, but he will show no mercy to them and to be prepared. As you would do if you're king, or essentially the one who essentially helped, rule you and give you your powers, they all start running from before the hills. Not just the insects that were told not to join the other side, and if they do, they will be shunned, but also all the earth demons that Maimon said he will basically kill them all if they fight him. So I do like that we basically got a 2-page spread involving the whole battlefield and showing all of the sides that are retreating. And I do like we got a nice big scale of the entire battlefield with a bird's eye view. It's honestly really cool. Then Satan is wondering why they would obey a king and not a god, as now all the exorcists are beginning to launch their counterattack, with Satan still wondering why they're not just using their authority, why his kin, the other demon kings like Iblis, Egan, and Lucifer and Astaroth aren't telling the demons that are contracted with the exorcists to basically retreat or join their side, as we then get a bit more essentially extra world building and rules of how the power system of familiars and the contracts of those work, and that apparently contracted demon familiars that are contracted to humans are outside of the authority and jurisdiction of the different demon kings, which is honestly pretty cool. So this really does show that there is some more depth to these contracts and partnerships, which is also kind of thrown into Satan's face as Mephisto is being all smug about the the relationship between that the relationships between demons is a bit subtle. I can't pronounce this word. Subtleties. I really hope I'm pronouncing this word right. I am most likely not. As Lucifer is just, well, thanks for the instructions, but I'll win anyway. As we get like a big black mist really quick. I don't know if this is supposed to be a transition panel, but we go back inside the barrier, joining up with Yukio and Rin and all the other X-Wires along with Shura, being given special robes and claws to basically help preserve their physical strength and cheat the demon's eyes. Essentially, basically clothes that are perception filters. Like, they can go in front of the demons, but it'll more or less make them nearly invisible to them unless they like really look for them. And it looks like they'll also have these special claws that are pretty good at maintaining their physical strength, so it'll be really good so they won't waste all their energy. Everyone's getting ready. Yukio confirms with Rin if he's alright, since he's still taking responsibility that Rin isn't in tip-top shape at the moment. Rin just says it's alright, he's pretty much back to normal, and that it isn't all his fault anyway, and not to worry. And that this is Rin's problem, it's his problem. As he then shows a peace sign to everyone, all confidently saying that now he's gonna go and make things easier for everybody by doing what he can do best, raising hell with Satan himself. As he runs out of the barrier, everyone pronounces good luck to Rin, Yukio with a both concerned and proud look in his eyes towards Rin, and everyone else in that group getting ready to launch a counterattack. Rin jumps out of the barrier, lands on the battlefield, and he basically one-punches with a flaming fist a narwhal-looking demon, probably from the King of Water, Aegon, and then he jumps in the air, begins to pull out his sword, and he's like, I have tamed you, as he tries to unlock the demon power that he like sealed away himself at the beginning of this arc after his fight with Yukio. And he unleashes it, and he becomes his demon form, and he unleashes his demon form, charging towards Satan in the air, yelling out, Satan, slash, as we get a nice big panel, one nice full page of Rin's Satan slash going towards Satan himself. But Satan isn't concerned, as he just blows the flame out. Rin lands down in front of Satan as he says, hello, son, but Rin just says, who are you calling son? And anyway, that outfit of yours is totally lame, with flames screeching from his mouth in his full demon form as he's ready to fight Satan. As the chapter ends. And at the end of the chapter it says that Blue Exorcist will go on break and is scheduled to return in May 2022 in that issue of Jump Square. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, I do have to say that the app did say that Viz's app, website, and the Weekly Shonen Jump app stated that Blue Exorcist is going to get another chapter next month. It could be wrong and it may not have been updated yet. But if it's not, we might get one more chapter of Blue Exorcist before the more or less like 10-month break. So yeah, either way, this was a good chapter setting up the clash between Rin and Satan that has been built up from the beginning of the series, and I'm liking that this is more or less full circle as Satan tried possessing Father Fujimoto. Rin basically broke the possession by breaking the gate to Gehenna at the end of the first chapter. Father Fujimoto dies, and now he's gonna have to fight Satan in a body that looks just like his dad. But Rin isn't super concerned about it, as he knows about his father and his past, and he's ready to take on Satan. Now, whether Rin can take on Satan or not, he probably isn't strong enough, like at all, to beat Satan, as it was just shown that he launched, it's seemingly a full power Satan slash at him, and Satan just blew it out like a candle. But overall, this is it was a pretty nice chapter. I'm liking that we got a good setup for Rin in a short one-on-one with Satan, probably for the next couple of chapters. We got everybody fighting off against the demons. A Maimon showing up to help with our side, with Rin's side in the battle, And that is also a good thing, because with a Maimon showing up and Mephisto being like, so Shemihaza has summoned you, 100% confirms, at least in my eyes, that Shemihaza on the battlefield is Shiemi controlling the protection spell. So I am really excited for this arc to start reaching into the 5th hour, to finally start off the all-out war and the battle against all the demon kings and Satan himself. But again, if this really is the last, in case this is the last chapter of Blue Exorcist, I'm really glad you guys have been enjoying these monthly reviews, even though these I've only done like, what, 3 or 4 now of these monthly review videos of Blue Exorcist, and I kind of wish I'd done them a bit sooner. But either way, I've been enjoying making these videos. They were really fun, and if Blue Exorcist is on break for about a year, I might fill the void with something else. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I have some potential ideas. One of which, for a monthly series at the very least, Twin Star Exorcists. For all I know, it's in its, for right now, it's confirmed in its final arc, and I might actually consider using that as the placeholder for Blue Exorcist in the future, as it will be out for a year, and I would need something for my monthly review. That way I can have a guaranteed manga review to do, and Blue Exorcist arcs can't, and Twin Star Exorcist arc, and Twin Star Exorcist arcs tend to be pretty long, and this final arc seemingly just got started, so I believe this could last for a bit over a year. So either way, I'm excited. If I haven't fully, I'm not committed, but if you guys would like me to start doing Twin Star Exorcist reviews when Blue Exorcist officially goes on break, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel once more, and help out with Patreon to help these videos come out a lot quicker and help the channel grow. And leave your comments down below on what you thought of this chapter, whether everything I said is true or not about my theories about Shiemi being on the battlefield right now, or if you think Rin has some hidden potential to actually go one-on-one with Satan for a good while until Yukio and the rest of the X-Wires show up with the Satan attack plan. But yeah, with all that said and done, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have an awesome day.